Well, g'day everybody. Steve from Ducks 4 Drive Touring for part 2 of our Warrumbungle excursion. Last week you saw us go to the Siding Spring Observatory, meet up with some unusual people in some strange places, have a bit of a look around the beginnings of the Warrumbungle National Park, check out the visitor centre where we got our permits and so on, set up a camp, even get to see me doing my nerdy thing, and then of course it's a campfire and off to bed. So this week's excursion we are going for a hike to the Breadknife and the Grand High Top circuit, so that should be fun. So we'll start off by giving you a quick look at what we woke up to before we actually get into the guts of the video. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Cheers and thanks for watching. Talk to you later on. Saturday morning. It's a beautiful morning here in the Warrumbungles. We've just parked the car and set up solar on it for a while. There's Kaz, and we're about to go for a walk or a hike. Don't know if you call them a walk in bushy there. Going for a hike on the what's the bloody name of this walk? I will tell you in a second. It's the Grand High Top circuit. So that's where we're heading. This is the area we're looking at. The Breadknife and Grand High Top circuit. That one there. So you're going to go for a look up there and see what we can have a look at. So, Breadknife is 5.2 k's away, Grand High Tops is 5.8, so we're looking at 13k round trip. We got all day, we got lots of water and snacks and stuff. We just had a good breakfast, so let's hit it and see what this is all about. Kaz and I are reasonably fit, so they suggest about 4.5 hours for this walk, so it may take us that, might take us longer filming and doing that type of stuff. Anyway, we'll continue filming when there's things to film. At the present the walk is straightforward. Looks like it's been and maybe still is a management road, so it's wide enough for cars, but they tell me there's a lot of steps and stuff coming up later, so we'll show you the more interesting bits as we go along. First of the naturally occurring bridges on this trek. Hang on.
It's very dry at the moment. It would have to be a big river, wouldn't it? Wow.
Yeah, that's looking downstream. I think it's downstream. Dry as. And they've had a lot of rain up here. Still dry as. Yeah, that was definitely downstream. This is upstream. So when it's flowing, it'd be pretty impressive. Walk's been pretty straightforward so far. And we've got this first of these bridges. Apparently there's a lot of form steps and things on this. We're not up to those yet. But anyway, it's pretty cool. Now, I forgot to mention earlier, talking to the ranger yesterday, now she doesn't know which one it is, but this is one of the top 10 hikes in Australia. Kaz and I don't spend that much time hiking, but it's nice to know that we've come to a place and picked a hike that is right up there in the best in the country. So, and there's phone service up here, guys, so if you do come hiking up here, you don't need a sat phone. You probably get away with it, your GPS tracker as well, because your phone will work. So that's pretty cool. Right, coming off the dirt, we're about to get onto It's not the yellow brick road. We're not in Kansas anymore. But it's a naturally occurring paved path. So, yeah. They're really looking after you. We're about to appear at another bridge. This bridge is pretty cool. Well, after rain, this will be flowing. Don't know if you can see that, guys. There you go, shade you a bit. There would be a waterfall there normally. And that goes down that creek. And we're going to get higher than that a little bit later. Right, we've got to the top of our first major climb. Wasn't a hard one, but it was steep. Haven't done the steps yet. We're greeted with views like this. Hey? I can't wait to get up higher. But that's pretty nice. Right, this is choice. Choice is here. You go have a long walk. It's a bit of a right, Grand High Tops and West Spiry. Go a short walk and you go straight up Grand High Tops and Breadknife.
We definitely want to go to the Breadknife.
We're going to the Breadknife, that's where we're going. So we're going to take the short walk.
Breadknife's just over here.
Yeah, and we can walk back via West Spiry if we feel good enough. So we'll go to the Breadknife first and work our way back. There's the decision made on the fly, guys. Kaz is running the show. It's her birthday weekend. Here in the wilds of the Warrumbungles National Park, you never know what kind of creatures you're going to encounter. Just sitting here minding my own business. And look what comes upon us. It's a Karen monster. Oh my God. Ah! Now, on our walk so far, we've done 2 and a bit Ks, and we've come to this sign, Spiry View Lookout, 150 metres. Now, it looks like a bit of a climb, because it's a lookout, but you know, might add 300 metres plus to our trip. But you know, we're in the mountains, we might not get here again. Got to check these things out, haven't you? Now, we've come to this Spiry View Lookout. Now what we're not looking at here is the Spiry View. This is another set of mountains, because the direction of the Spiry View is through there. Now you can see it in bits and pieces. I doubt whether the camera shows it up very well. But the trees are growing up as you sort of expect. National parks are not going to cut trees down just so we can look at mountains. I'm sitting out on a rock just out here, just looking at these ones. Now I have a feeling we're heading up into that area. I don't know exactly, I think we are. Yeah, this is the view from the rock I'm sitting on. There's a drop straight off there. Now I'm not stupid enough to get right out on the edge these days, because Karen goes off and chops at me. We've sort of walked up through that general vicinity down there. Now I've got to have a little rest up here. Not that I really need it, but why not? And we'll show you more soon enough. Now I've been reliably informed it hasn't rained in the Warrumbungles up until last week for about 3 years. So now that it has rained, obviously soil's not up to it, you know what I'm saying? So we're on this walking track, and there's a tree across it. Now obviously we can get over it easy enough, and I guess the rangers will eventually remove it. if I had a silky saw katana boy or something on me, not that you would think to carry that, but if you did have one, I guess you'd clean it up for them. Anyway, now with that said, beautifully formed path this. There's sandbags down there to help hold it up. Or is that rock? Might even be rock. It's rock, wow. And got the retaining walls. So it's really been put together. I don't know when Parks did all this, but whenever it was, they did a good job. Not even at the top yet, nowhere near it. That's some of the views you get on the walk up. If I sound like I'm stuffed, I'm close to it.
Not there yet.
But it's worth it.
That's an awesome day we've got.
It is a brilliant day. And you know, we're at a pretty decent altitude. And we're not at work, guys. Get up here. If you're into this kind of scenery, come up. This park is pretty well set out for this walk. This is a little place called Wilson's Rest. It's got a nice bench. It's paved off the park. We just had a little sit here because it's a steep climb, but they've done a great job. This is paved. So far there's so much paving done, it's unbelievable. And they've given you that set of chairs there to sit on. The plaque here, upgrading the Grand High Tops track, officially opened by Mrs. Carl Dow, 23rd of October 97. First park worker for the Warrumbungle National Park Trust. Carl Dow was instrumental in the construction of the formalised walking track system of the park, which commenced in 1958. So there you go, guys. I can't believe so much of this is paved with actual pavers. It's quite amazing to me. Now guys, you know how they say cameras never do justice as to how steep it is? And you're right, but by comparison, that's the grade we're walking up. Really a bit I'm on now is not quite that steep, but some of it is that steep. So it's taking us a while, but it's going to be well worth it. Just starting to get high enough now that you're starting to feel a bit of a breeze. We're down in the valley, or between the mountains, so there's been no breeze, but there is some now. Now as you can see there, Kaz is 20 metres in front of me, and she'd be a good 5 metres higher in altitude, maybe more. Her feet are well over my head at this point. So it's a good grade. You know you're working for it, but isn't all the good stuff worth the effort? Right, we're pretty close to 4Ks into it, and we just walked that giant steep hill. They put a picnic table here, and that's a probably bloody good idea. You got two things you got to do. You prepare yourself for the upcoming stairs and recover from the hill you just climbed. You are rewarded with that view there. That's a pretty snazzy looking mountain, and then you can see down the side the escarpment there. That's pretty. And then the part that they tell you about, all these stairs. Now last I heard, I'm sure the ranger said to me, there's 1,000 of these. 1,000 steps. Now I don't think I'll count them, but I'm not going to video walking up here because I reckon I'm going to be half dead, and you guys don't want to hear that. We'll see at the top. Well, according to the most knowledgeable woman on Google, Siri, we've climbed up 877 metres. Now I'm just still on the staircase, 4 and a bit Ks into the walk, And I've got this platform here. I'll just take you around and give you a look at that. How nice is that view? Now I know that the views are going to get better, but it's pretty specky, even with the trees. Anyway, I'm still faced with that. I don't know if you can see Kaz up there waving. I'm still faced with this and some more here yet. Run out of naturally occurring steps. Last of the handrails are here. From now on it's bush track and rocks, I think. Anyway, once again, I'm not going to let you listen to me puffing as I come up here. So we'll see you a bit further up. Warrumbungle National Park. The Grand High Tops Walk. Nearly at the top. Coming into view, the Breadknife. That's what we come here for.
Not just that, but the whole area.
True, we come here for the whole area, but the Breadknife is the big scenic thing. Okay guys, we've made it to the top of this mountain. Now obviously there's some taller ones out there in the distance, but we're at the top. So I'll just pan right around and show you this. This is specky. Good chance we'll stay up here for a little while. So get a load of this. It's really something. Words just are not going to describe this, guys. If you get a chance, get your backsides up to the top of the Warrumbungles on the Grand High Tops Walk, and when you get to the top you see this thing. Not the bug that's on it, just the thing. The only thing it doesn't tell you is your elevation. And Suri won't talk to me, it's in my backpack. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Well, according to Suri, we're at 981 metres. We're at the top of the Grand High Tops Walk in the Warrumbungles. That there again is the Breadknife. And this is an awesome place. Now, I know you're all thinking, wouldn't that be some fantastic drone footage? And I'm thinking the same thing. Unfortunately, after making application to national parks, they said no to me using the drone up here. So, no drone. I don't know how the other people's YouTube channels have got drone footage. Maybe they just did it. Anyway, I haven't just done it. National Park said no, so no drone. Alright, we're going to do the hike back down. You don't need to see that. See ya. Right, on the way back down the steps, we looked at this on the way up. This is what we do it on the way back. It's a thing called Baler Hut. So it's only 100 metres away. Apparently there's even got toilets. So it is a bit rocky and steppy, but we'll see what it's like. Now I'd have to say that the hardest part of the trek is seriously the last kilometre. It's just climbing up those steps, a lot of them. And then the last bit, of course, we're on a bloody mountain, so, you know, be realistic. It's pretty hard rock climbing. It's, I'd say it's grade 4, up near the top. I don't think they call the track grade 4, because I think generally it's fairly easy. But the last part, you know you're doing it. You know, on our way around to this hut. You're right on the edge of the mountain, so you want to go off to your right. That could be bad. I don't even know what the camera's looking at, guys, because if I don't watch me step, I could be down the bottom of the mountain in a way I don't want to get to. Anyway, we're not far from this hut, so we'll have a look at it. Baler Hut. Looks locked. Baylor Hut was built by Carl Dow in 1967 and used while construction of the walking tracks was being undertaken, as well as for park visitor accommodation. The hut has been restored and is being maintained by the Coonabarabran Bushwalking Club. Hut bookings can be made at the Park Visitor Centre. Please help keep the hut and surrounds in good condition. Carry your rubbish, extinguish all fires, conserve water. Okay, so you can book this hut to stay here. Now, that in itself looks like it's a task to get in here. And you can't see in. I'm walking around the hut now. It doesn't look like there's any windows to look in. No, all the windows are not boarded up, they're tinned up. So I can't show you what that looks like inside, guys. There's a tiny little hole here. Look through. That's certainly nothing I can show you. But it has got what looks like to be a pretty magnificent pit toilet. It looks absolutely outstanding. Wow.
The view looks amazing.
Yeah.
Not the toilet.
Kaz likes the views of a toilet, guys. There's a nice view out there through the bush though. Anyway, that is a Baylor Hut. Now walking back out of that Baylor Hut, just thought I'd give you a quick look at the view you get just on this track. Now you're seeing the view, I'm watching where I'm walking because it's not that wide. You just get views like that everywhere up here. It's just a great place for spectacular alpine scenery. It's got a rival pretty well anywhere else in the country, I reckon. Haven't seen anywhere else I reckon much better than this. It's not bad at all. Anyway, the rest of us walking up that track in front of me and then down some more stairs, and may not do a lot more filming on this part of the excursion because we've already walked it on the way up here. I don't think there's any bits left I can show you. So we'll see you later on. Well, after we headed down that mountain, I got to the bottom. We headed straight back to camp. Now I didn't shoot any more video that day because I was literally too bloody tired to bother with it. It's a good hike. I'm relatively fit, as is Kaz, but you know you're doing it. So just be aware, guys, if you are going up there, take plenty of water with you, some snacks. You will need it. So here's a few pictures that you've probably been watching already of what we shot, just still pictures up there, and we'll get back into what we got up to the next day in just a moment. As part of our travels today, we've found Camp Warrumbungles. We thought about camping here, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's nice and big and open. It's good for solar. Still got facilities. No power, but that's okay. It's got a couple of parts to it. It looks like a reasonable kind of a place. If you want to do a camp there, there's certainly nothing wrong with it. The usual camp fees apply. And just driving around for the fun of it, because as I said, we're just what we're doing today. We've got Split Rock picnic area. Yep, there's a split in a rock up there. I really don't know if the camera is going to catch that in any way, but that is probably the edge of the mountain that you can see from where we're camped, I think. Anyway, it's the beginning of a walking trail, which we're not doing today. We've done enough bloody walking. So that's just basically a car park, from what I can see, and 2 picnic tables, and the beginnings of some walking tracks. Now this national park, it's all bloody tarred roads, there's nothing hard about it. But yep, I know this is meant to be four-wheel drive touring, guys. And, well, we're doing the touring part of it, not as much as the four-wheel drive part of it by the look of it. Anyhow, don't know what else there is to tell you. We're just driving around checking out the area, and now I actually have no idea where we're going. We're just following this road for a little bit. We'll probably turn around and follow it other direction. There you go. If you want to do some good hiking, if you're into your bushwalking, then I'd come up here. And if you're even not into bushwalking, do that walk that Kaz and I did and go and have a look at Breadknife and the Grand Tops. It's just awesome. If I haven't said it enough on this video, it's just awesome. Continuing our trek around, we've come to White Gum Lookout. It's a 500 metre walk. I'm not wearing a good set of hiking boots today, so hopefully it's not too unpleasant of a walk to get up there. There's a bit of a plaque here. Let's have a look at this. The plaque was erected by Campbellshire Council in memory of the late councillor Len Stockings, who pioneered and led the first vehicular crossing over the Warrumbungle Ranges in April 1947. That sounds interesting. It's a nice place, this Warrumbungles. Not your classic four-wheel driving, but you know, it's pretty good. We'll go for a walk up this track and get to this lookout. It's half a k, so I don't want to do too much more walking than half a k today. Not after yesterday, guys. And I know I towered on about how fit I am, but yeah, not after yesterday. See you in a while. Well, this is a bitumen walking path so far up to this lookout, so it looks pretty straightforward. So as I said, I'm not wearing hiking footwear today, so yeah, taking our time too because it's bloody 32 degrees. Anyway, we'll quit filming until we get up near the top and hopefully get some nice views. There she goes. She does walk with me occasionally. We're not far from the lookout now, so we'll go and have a look at it together. Got a chair for those who need a seat. Got some rock ledges for those who are committing or thinking about jumping off. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but anyway. Here's some signs. Now, if you didn't know before, Warrumbungles is made up of remnants of old volcanoes. So I don't know how well this is being caught on the camera. Looks like there's a bit of reflection going on there. It's a signboard as to what you're looking at when it comes to the mountains and stuff. So that's what they are. Let's have a look at them through the camera lens. So of course I'm living on the edge, straight up over the wall, onto the area where you're probably not supposed to be. Or if you are allowed to be here, I don't know, but who cares anyway, because here I am. That is pretty well the bulk of the Warrumbungle Ranges. Now they are pretty nice. Now I'm getting out towards the edges out here, so bear with me. I don't want to fall off because Kaz will get cranky, and last thing I want is Kaz getting cranky. So that's the ranges. Yep, not bad. Excuse my jumping up and down a bit, but hopefully that comes up alright for you guys on camera, because I'm actually not watching what the camera's seeing because I'm trying not to fall over. that's them. We're going to stop filming and just take it in. So I'll just walk back around the wall, because I didn't have to walk over it, I could have walked around it. No, impatient Steve, straight up over the top. Well, after we headed back to camp from the lookout, we had all these plans of camping that night and heading home on Monday, but we watched a storm coming in, looked at it and thought, what are we going to do tomorrow? So we decided to pack up, and you'll see and hear the rest of it in just a moment. Hope you're enjoying these stills, by the way. Sunday afternoon, we were planning to camp tonight as well, but there's a thunderstorm rolling in. We've actually achieved everything we were looking at doing in the park. Kaz is just, as you do just before you go to head home, gone for a wander to the amenities block, so I thought I'd film this. We're going to go home. It's 2:30 Sunday afternoon. Now, the only difference we would have done now is you would have stayed here overnight and maybe bore the brunt of the storm, and then packed up maybe wet stuff in the morning. All our stuff's dry, so it's not really warranted for us to stay another night, even though we paid for it. It's a nice place. It'd be nice to camp another night. We do like to camp as many nights as possible, but we've done everything we want to do in this park. We've seen everything we're going to see, so why deal with the crappy weather when you don't have to, you know? I don't think it's soft, I think it's just common sense, you know? Nobody really likes camping in the crappy weather. If it happens to you while you're camping, well, so be it, but, you know, if there's no reason to, then you may as well not. That's our look at it anyway. We're 4.5 hours from home, 5 hours, you know, so we'll be home at 7:30, so, you know, no big deal. So yeah, that's the story there. So we're going to head out. So I don't think there's much more I could tell you in this video about this trip. Heading home now. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. If you like these videos, please put a like on it. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you're an old hand, thanks again for watching and taking the time out of your day to watch my stuff. I really appreciate the support, guys. All the best. So cheers from me.
Cheers for me.
And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Now, it's fair to say, I don't think we were going soft. This is literally less than half an hour from when we left. And this storm is heading towards where we were in the Warrumbungles, going that way. Now, I missed it on camera. We've already driven through a 2-foot deep bit of river across the road. So I reckon we've done the right thing. So the challenge now will be to see what it's like driving these roads home. Hopefully they're not all washed away and stuff. But anyway, that'll be a whole other challenge. Yeah, so there's 3 or 4 trees down, about to go in the centre lane, across the lines to get between some of them. We've had a cracker storm up here. There's all places that were dry. We drove through a couple of days ago. There's water flowing down the creeks. Quite different. Anyway, I'm quite happy with my idea of not staying up in the camping area tonight. I'm sitting here nice and dry in the car.